Vancouver Airport is an international airport located in British Columbia, Canada. FSDreamTeam has converted their FSX scenery over from Microsoft Flight Simulator. Let's find out if this airport is worth picking up. Bottom line, FSDreamTeam Vancouver is a port over from FSX, and it feels a bit rushed. There are huge variations in modeling of the airport buildings, and it feels like there was a lack of attention to detail paid on the ground modeling. This airport comes out to $10, so if Vancouver is important to you, think about picking this airport up. Otherwise, I would pass. Let's talk about why. This product can be purchased through the FSDreamTeam web store, but I am not a fan of how it's done. When purchasing, you either have to download the exe file and hold on to it, as the download is only available for 48 hours, or you have to pay an extra $7 for download protection to be able to access the exe for the next 24 months. I do not support this business technique, and I would recommend just buying this game through the Microsoft Flight Simulator store. Now that we have the airport installed, let's discuss how it looks. The AIRSIDE buildings are a mixed bag. FSDreamTeam made the choice to model the interiors of concourses D and E, which are incredibly well done, but the other concourses are just non-see-through windows with mediocre texturing. Going down to ground level, FSDreamTeam has done a nice job with these buildings. For example, the garages are very well done. The jetways around the airport are nicely modeled and are fully functional. However, I did notice that the pillars at the Terminal C jetways don't properly connect. Off-terminal, the buildings are very well modeled and look good from a distance, adding an immersive touch when on approach and taxiing. Groundside, FSDreamTeam has done a nice job with the modeling and texturing. The airport hotel looks absolutely gorgeous from any distance and is very well modeled. The air traffic control tower is pretty well done, although I would have appreciated to see more see-through windows used here. The passenger pickup drop-off area looks pretty good, although the main parking lot looks pretty out of place modeled as an empty parking lot. The light rail system is well modeled and functional, which adds a nice touch to the airport experience. I would have liked to see more effort gone into the ground texturing for it though. The ground textures are a bit disappointing for this scenery. The runways do look pretty good, although the wear on them appears very repetitive. For the taxiways, I do appreciate the care taken to capture the variation in colors that are present in the actual taxiways at Vancouver Airport. With that being said though, some of the texturing looks really mediocre up close. For the airport apron, the gate area looks good. I appreciate the details of cracks and spills. In terms of the grounds around the airport, the fields look good from above, but not great up close. There is very little ground vegetation to see. This is less important for an international airport where you'll be up high in jets, but it is still missed. Flying into this airport at night looks beautiful. The airport really shines in this regard. With this being said, there is still a massive discrepancy between the airport experience at the interior modeled concourses and the ones that aren't. The winter modeling of this airport is really unacceptable for an area that regularly sees snow. There is no variation in taxiway or runway texturing as snow increases, nor is there snow buildup on the buildings themselves. The ground texturing looks nice as snow increases, but otherwise, this is a pretty disappointing aspect of the scenery. Moving on to one of the most important questions, what is this airport like to fly into? In my opinion, the flight experience is not immersive. The airport feels really barren. There isn't a lot of activity happening at the ground level, and FSDreamTeam has made the choice to not add any objects to the ground, such as baggage carts. This leads to the airside part of the terminals feeling lifeless, and not making you feel like you are at a busy international airport. Further, the differences between terminal buildings is jarring. It would honestly be better if they all looked the same. Either model the interior of concourses, or do all non-see-through windows? With the quality of default that Microsoft Flight Simulator provides, it is always important to ask how much better a new add-on scenery is than default. On the top is FSDreamTeam. On the bottom is default. Looking at these comparisons, I think it is very clear that FSDreamTeam has significantly improved upon the default scenery. From a performance perspective, I'm pretty impressed. This scenery typically only cost me 1 to 2 frames in all of my benchmarking compared to default, which is impressive considering how good it looks. This is based on data I collected in the simulator in dev mode, and my performance was bottlenecked by my GPU, a GTX 1070. Other users' performance may vary. That will do it for this review. If you have any thoughts or questions, put them in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe. Hit the bell to get notified for future videos. We'll see everyone next time.